W-2 breakdown. Understanding IRS Form W-2 wage and tax statement. In this particular video, we look to break down the Internal Revenue Service's Form W-2 wage and tax statement, so as to understand the specific contents that are set out by the employer as to employment compensation, deductions, and withholdings for services performed by the employee. Boxes A to F. These are the employee and employer identification boxes, including the employee's Social Security number, Box A, employee's name, Box E, and employee's address, Box F, together with the employer's identification number, EIN, Box B, employer's name and address, Box C, and employer's control number, Box D, if any. Boxes 1 and 2. Box 1 shows the employee's total taxable income paid by their employer, including taxable wages, tips, prizes, and other compensation, as well as any taxable fringe benefits. It does not include elective deferrals to retirement plans, pre-tax benefits, or payroll deductions, such that it is not uncommon for the amount to be less than the amounts included at boxes 3 and 5. Box 2 shows the total amount of federal income tax withheld by the employer on their employee's behalf, based upon the employee's prior elections set out in IRS Form W-4 Employee's Withholding Certificate. Boxes 3 to 6. Boxes 3 and 5 show the amount of the employee's earnings subject to Social Security and Medicare taxes, respectively, noting that Social Security wages do not include Social Security tips and allocated tips, whereas Medicare wages are inclusive of tips. Boxes 4 and 6 show the amount of Social Security and Medicare taxes withheld. As previously indicated, the amounts in Box 3 and 5 might be different from the amount in Box 1 due to the exclusion from Box 1 of elective deferrals to retirement plans, pre-tax benefits, or payroll deductions. As a Social Security tax is a flat tax upon employers and employees, each pay 6.2% of prescribed earnings up to the taxable maximum of $160,200 in 2023, while the self-employed paying 12.4%. The amount in Box 4 should be 6.2% of the amount in Box 3, subject to current year's maximums. The Medicare tax is also a flat tax upon employees and employers. Each pay 1.45% of prescribed earnings with no maximum, while the self-employed paying 2.9%. Thus, the amount of Box 6 should be 1.45% of the amount in Box 5. Boxes 7 and 8. Where an employee earned money through tips, Box 7 shows how much has been reported in tips, while Box 8 shows how much money the employer allocated to the employee in tips. Box 9. The box once reported an employer benefit which no longer exists. The box is grayed out as a result. Box 10. The total dependent care benefits under a dependent care assistance program paid or incurred by an employer for their employee is reported in Box 10. Box 11. If an employer receives certain deferred compensation income from their employer from a non-qualified plan, this information is required in Box 11. The purpose of Box 11 is for the Social Security Administration to determine if any part of the amount reported in Box 1 or Box 3 and or 5 was earned in a prior year. The Social Security Administration uses this information to verify that they have properly applied the Social Security earnings test and paid the correct amount of benefits. Box 12. If an employee received other types of compensation or reductions to the taxable income, these were reported in Box 12 series. The employer will utilize a single or double letter code corresponding to each, the particulars of which can be found in Form W-2 Reference Guide for Box 12 codes, covering aspects such as contributions made to a 401k plan, designated Roth contributions, health savings account contributions made by their employer, or the taxable cost of group term life insurance over $50,000. Box 13. Box 13 reports whether the employee worked as a statutory employee not subject to federal income tax withholding participated in employer-sponsored retirement plans such as the 401k or 403b, among other qualifying arrangements, or received sick pay through a third-party source like an insurance policy. Box 14. If there is other tax information for the employee that doesn't fit into the other W-2 boxes, the employer may use Box 14 to report these items. Such examples include state disability insurance taxes withheld, union dues, union payments, health insurance premiums deducted, and more. Box 15 to 20. An employer uses Box 15 to 20 to report state and local income tax information with a two-letter abbreviation for the name of the particular state alongside the employer's state identification number assigned by the state. These boxes can report wages for 2 states and 2 localities. If the employer needs to report information for more than 2 states or localities, the employer needs to prepare additional Form W-2s for those employees. Thank you.